Now, the Emmy Award-winning actor is out with a new project narrating the audio edition of the best-selling business book, When Business is Love, the spirit of Hastings at work, at play, and everywhere in your life. Hastings is the 170-year-old family-run Swedish company that sells its world-famous blue check pattern design beds. The book was written by the firm's CEO, Jan Ride, and dives into the company's beginnings back in 1852 to now offering their handcrafted beds globally, with some selling for as much as $1 million. I have so many questions, Jon Hamm. So many questions. First of all, you were just on Broadway. You were on The Morning Show. You're starring in an Apple series, a podcast, American Hostages, coming up. So how does this project, which I have so many questions about, play into who Jon Hamm wants to be today? What drew you to it?
You know, I like the message. I thought that running a company and running one's life with treating people with respect and love and how you might want to be treated is a message that we seem to have lost the thread of, in not only in modern business, but in kind of day-to-day interactions with people. So when Jan and the company approached me, I thought, I respect this guy. I respect what he's done. I respect how he leads with positivity, and I think that's a message that needs to be amplified out there. When
you say it needs to be amplified out there, I'm wondering, do you have a personal connection to this, given your upbringing and sort of the family that you developed in your life, given circumstances, or is it the political division you're seeing out there?
I think you could certainly make a case for both of those things to be true. For my personal aspect, I've been the benefit of the kindness of strangers throughout my entire life, whether they're teachers or mentors or what have you. And I think that we all, are the sum of what we are given and what we make of our sort of communities and families, not only families that we're born to, but families by choice. And that extends into if your workplace, your work family. And if you work in an environment that treats you with kindness and love, you tend to work a lot better. If you sleep on a bed that's made with kindness and love and handcrafted, and your day kind of becomes a little bit better. Sleep is a significant portion of our mental health. We're learning more and more about that as we roll through this existence. And without getting too existential and esoteric about it, it really does affect all of our days and our communities at large. And they've been doing this for 170 years. They know what they're doing.
And I just wonder if Jon Hamm has the answer. If you sleep better, if the bed costs $1 million.
Let me make this very clear. The beds don't start at $1 million.
Yeah, I know, but the ones that cost $1 million, do you sleep better? All right.
It's a sliding scale, I would imagine, for sure. But they do make a wonderful product. I've sleep tested.
Let me do this. Let me bring Donny Deutsch, famed ad man, into this conversation. So. A fake ad man to a real ad man.
Well,
that would be Jon Hamm.
I don't know the real one. John, what a pleasure to talk to you.
Fictional. Let's call it fictional.
I got it. You so nailed it. I mean, just even that scene coming in tonight of you pitching a client. What Don Draper understood was that arrogance was so important in advertising. That even though you were in a service business, the client had to want you as much as you wanted them, and you just nailed it.
Thank you. Thanks very much. You can thank Matt Weiner for writing that scene, but yes, it's part of that in a sales aspect. That's one way of looking at it. What Jan and his team on this project have really actually kind of identified is a different way too of running the business. It's not necessarily selling your wares, but running how you treat your employees, how you establish your workplace all of those things, and he describes the kind of method of getting to that place. They went through some down times in the 70s where it wasn't really working out. They were selling this premium product that there wasn't really a market for, and it was an existential problem with the business. How do we continue this? What's going to save us? And he determined that if he just started at the company, at the home base, and said, I'm just going to treat everybody with as much respect as I would like to be treated, and I'm going to lead with this thing that we are creating something that will ultimately benefit everybody that it touches. It will, like I said, starting with a good night's sleep will essentially give you the foundation for a good day, which will give you a foundation for a good week. Extend that out infinitely, and extend that out into the marketplace infinitely. And it was a radical idea. And it has, over the course of Jan's generation, it's the 5th generation now of running this company, has created amazing dividends for not only their company, but for the world at large.
All right, John, it's sitting there for me, but obviously you just described the atmosphere there at that company. Business is love, the idea of empowering and making company employees feel like they're part of the bigger thing. That's not how Sterling Cooper worked. That's not how Don Draper worked at all. Was this a bit of a sell for you to be able to convince, like, hey, I'm the right guy to do this, considering that's not how many Americans would associate you?
Well, it's certainly not how many Americans would associate business for a long time, and I think we're learning that there's different ways of looking at a lot of these things. It's not how IBM was worked in the old days either. But I think that doesn't necessarily mean that isn't how it could work. And I think Jan's example here is proof that it can work. It might not work for all of every company in the world, but it's a paradigm and it's an example, a template for a different way of doing things, and I think a more evolved way of doing things. Honestly, if we're looking at life and at business as something that changes over the course of generations, then I think we can say, okay, maybe it does need to evolve into something a little more mature and a little less kind of retrograde or binary.
John, I'm coming out of the bullpen here to rescue you.
Here we go.
All this talk of a good night's sleep and workplaces filled with goodness and love. When do you think Yadi Molina ought to manage the Cardinals?
Here we go.
All right, we're going to go there. All right, well, listen, my choice for someone to run for running the Cardinals would have been Ted Simmons, the original catcher from back in the 70s, and my best man's father. Teddy is a great baseball mind. Yadi's obviously a great baseball mind as well. We'll see. I think we got to give Mr. Marmola a little more leash and see what's happening. The season's very young. We'll see how it works out.
Okay, that's good enough. I like it. The new audiobook is titled When Business is Love, and it's available now. Actor Jon Hamm, thank you very much. It's always great to have you on the show. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Hey, everyone. MSNBC has a new and improved app. You'll get real-time alerts and analysis, live blogs, in-depth essays, video highlights, and the best 2024 election coverage. Download the new MSNBC app. Here's how to do it. You tap on the App Store on your phone. You hit search on the bottom right corner. You type in MSNBC. You click on the MSNBC app. You click on Get or the cloud icon and enjoy it.